I, you know, keeping it with the young boys,
Hmm.
you know, for a minute. You've been doing, you've been in radio a long time, right?
That's right.
You interviewed a lot of people, right?
Yeah,
We lost a lot of people,
that's right.
especially these young artists. Can you name at least 10 artists that you interviewed that's not here no more?
Okay. Most recently, Dope Boy Raw, who just passed. Uh, Bankroll Fresh, Snooty Wild, Mo 3, Marlo, Nipsey Hussle, uh, let me see, who else? Young Dolph. Uh, I'm trying to, I mean, that's the shame because now we at 7 and
Yeah.
I'm still,
Have you ever interviewed Takeoff?
yeah, Take Off from the Migos.
That's 8.
That's 8.
What's homeboy that just passed away? I think like either earlier this year or last year. Um,
Trouble. Trouble, he was another one.
That's
so
9
that's
right there.
9. Lil Hot, you might not have known him, but that was early on. I interviewed him. He wound up passing. And I'm trying to think of somebody else that everybody may know.
how many of these kids? I ain't gonna call y'all kids. Young men died from natural causes.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know exactly what happened with Raw Raw right now, but for the most part, it was gun violence, man.
All 10 of them.
Yeah, damn near, except for Raw Raw. I mean, and
I don't
Lil
even
Hot,
think you
Lil Hot,
mentioned him.
Lil Hot, he didn't. That's Dope Boy Raw. Lil Hot, I think it might have been some drugs with Lil Hot that might have taken him out. But Chink's drugs.
Chink's
That was
drugs.
the other one.
Yeah. So that's at least 11, right?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel as a black man? You done interview 11 guys that came into the radio station, your place, and you interviewed these guys, and 10 of them.
Yeah.
I don't think none of them was 40 years old.
No, all of them were young. A lot of them weren't even 30. You know, a lot of them were still in their 20s. For me, it was extremely depressing because a lot of these artists I interviewed them. I was like they first radio interview, a lot of them too. So
Right.
these would be guys that I was seeing in the street that I would be like, okay, you got motion, come on up here to the radio station. Let me help you get to where the hell you trying to go, man. And you know, I'm trying to grow my platform over here while I'm at the radio station. I know you trying to grow your stuff. We can grow together. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So we gonna work together and we just gonna, get this tandem going. And as I started to see the artists pass, it would be a beautiful thing to see them rise, but then when they would wind up passing, it would just be depressing as hell because it's like we got into the game to come up together to help each other and to have that camaraderie, but to see people dying, I mean, it made you wonder what was it for? You see what I'm saying? We working. These boys had goals and dreams and things that they wanted to achieve, and I wanted to be there to be a part of them reaching their goals and dreams and helping out. But then to see them gunned down, it's like all for naught.
So if you could say something to the artists right now
Yeah.
that's watching and listening, and they still on the gang tip,
Yeah.
what's your advice?
I mean, it don't even make sense to, be in the streets like that no more. The streets is pretty much dead. You know, if you still in the streets now, first of all, there's too much money on the internet. There's too many legal ways to get money on the internet without even scamming, not having to take penitentiary chances, not having to worry about nobody killing you for you to, still be out here in the streets trying to get easy money because you can get easy money on the internet too.
Right.
Also, I would say for those that don't know how the hell to get out of their situation, they find themselves stuck and they don't know what's going on, they don't know what's next. Start with education. Education is the key to getting out of any bad situation. Education, and you have to take education seriously. You can't just go and get a piece of paper and think that it's gonna work. I was having a conversation with somebody else the other day, and we were talking about education. They were like, a degree is like a driver's license. Just because you got a driver's license or a real estate license don't mean you know how to sell real estate and know how to drive a car, really.
Right.
You got the fundamentals of it all, but you don't know how to do it
Right.
unless you really practice driving before you went and got your driver's license.
Right.
Unless you really were assisting somebody in selling houses before you got your real estate license.
Right.
So take education seriously so you can find the answers to the things that you want. And then also for those people that are similar to myself that got a lot of pride, if you don't like asking for help, the books will answer your questions. That's where you go find the help without having to ask nobody.
Or the internet.
Or the internet. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? You got Google University and YouTube University. Either one of those will work well when it comes to getting the information, because that's really how I got anything that I figured out.
Right.
Because wasn't nobody telling me nothing. So I went and got the education behind everything, and as I started to educate myself, one thing would lead to another, which would lead to more information. And the more information I had, I would just kind of synthesize that with the stuff that I already knew, or apply that to a hustle and say, okay, if you do that, you add that to hustle with it, or you make it look like that, then you can get a little further. So I would say use your brains, go get an education, and apply your education and find something to do on the internet that can make you some money.
That's some really, really, really good advice.